Hi, my name is Alana Bailey from Isabigdeal. I also have a side channel called Aquarius, which is spelt differently, not the same as Aquarius, the star sign, but I do tarot readings and astrology and numerology, as well as music. You can find me under SPJ, Sushi Pot Jungle, my stage name with music, and also create artwork videos and blogs as well as other content. So it's been a while. I wanted to focus mainly on the tarot for this video. So looking at the tarot, the origins of tarot are Celtic. They go way back to Celtic times. The original tarot deck, the first was discovered and made was the Rider's Waite tarot deck. So the tarot consists of the minor arcane, which is the minor cards, which contain suits. So there's there's wands, pentacles, cups, and swords, and they all have different meanings and groups. They also fall under 12 different cards, and they all have a suit of a king, a queen, a knight, and a page. Then we've got the major arcane, which are the major cards, the trump cards, so to say, in a deck. So they start with 0 from the pool and go to 21, the world card. So you may see a lot of different tarot cards out on the shelves these days. It definitely has become more common and popular over the last, I'd say, 20 years, especially probably the last, maybe about 8 years. So you can see things such as a deck like this, which is an oracle deck. So an oracle deck may contain cards that are similar. They may be a little bit different to the tarot, but they're more for spiritual guidance, and they're more like angel cards, but a little bit different to the Rider's Waite original tarots, which is looked back in history as something that has been used for divination, and it has longer roots than an oracle. So with this one here, John Holland, he has some great oracle decks. They contain the major arcane, so 0 to 21. They have different names. So say for the Emperor card, which is number 4, in here we can see a man with his arms crossed, and the card is called Authority. So there is different tarot decks, and there is also oracle decks, and there's also different kinds of, there's so many now, variations of angel cards, numerology cards, you name it. But the tarot is an historical, theosophical study. To study the tarot itself is very, very involved with the roots and the history and the meanings of the cards, which is fascinating. So with this deck, we've got here the full card, if you were to look at the original tarot with the major arcane. But this one, John Holland calls it in the Psychic Oracle deck, New Beginnings, which is the number 0. So as you can see, I haven't used this deck. It's brand new. I started on this physical deck before I learnt the tarot online, and was doing online readings back since 2013-14, and then decided to buy a deck. And I was confused when I first bought it because I thought it was a tarot deck, but it's an oracle deck. So there is a difference. Now, just to clear some things up as well, When you are doing a reading, you want to know your cards. That is the first thing. If you have a chance, if you do pick up a tarot deck or an oracle deck, have a read of the book. It definitely helps to have some sort of idea of what the cards mean. And just like if you have palm cards, you can try with a book at first um, to memorize what the cards mean. And you can even get your own little notebook, or if you like using the computer, just have like a Word document or something and put down some notes. That is also a good way. And don't forget to reference, because it is always interesting to reference where, if you do end up looking at various different decks as such in their books, to reference some of the things you write down. So that's a really good way to start. Have a read. You might need to read it quite a few times. And having those notes too just help you memorize what the cards are and what they mean. That is a good starting point. Another good starting point is you can also, if you've had a reading before, you know, another good idea is if you know someone who reads themselves. That is also a good starting point as well. So you can look at the book, read it, and then also go with the person that you know and ask them about it. Because with tarot, especially with tarot and reading, having a partner is really, really good, because that just helps you bounce off ideas, and it helps you with your readings as well when you do start reading with someone who knows what they're doing. That always definitely helps. Another thing, if you do have a few different decks, if you've got your notes and all that sort of stuff, you might see some similarities. So, like I said, with the oracle decks, some of them are named differently. So, such as before, the full card you saw with New Beginnings, the number 0, you might have another deck which might have a different name. With the Rider's Waite, which is the original tarot, it will always be called the Fool. And the symbology of the cards, it will be the same. So the photos will be the same. With these decks, different ones like the Oracle cards, they will have different photos. So you might get different names, such as here, wish I had the other book, but the Emperor, or I can make another video. The Emperor in the Rider's Waite, but this one is called Authority, and it's number 4. So you can look at the numbers to see. Sometimes they do tell you this in the book as well, just to keep note of that. If you do look at different oracles and different things in your writing notes down, you've read the books, you're noticing a pattern in what they say in different books, and you also, the notes that you've written down seem to have, they seem to sort of gel up together, line up together. That's really cool. But do realize that it gets a little bit more complicated when you're doing different readings. That some cards, some of these oracle decks won't give the same reading as if you're using a tarot deck. The tarot is different to oracles. So that's another good point to put out there. So you will see the difference too. I do recommend to start with the Rider's Waite, but some people start this way, like I did, and then move on to studying the traditional tarot. So that's a good start. Is to look at that and look at the book. Now, to go on to the next chapter, I will get another deck to show you in my next video of the original Rider's Waite. But in the next few videos, I just want to focus on what you need to get started with a reading and the different patterns of the cards in future videos. But the importance of the cards, I think it's like a language when you are studying tarot. Even the difference between tarots and oracles is to understand the cards themselves, as well as the authors, and the reasons too. If you are looking at ones such as John Holland here, there is different illustrators in different decks as well, and different meanings to cards is to have a look at that as well, because the artist's interpretation as well as the actual card meanings can play a big part to understanding the clients as well that you're reading for, as well as the people who put together the different decks. So having that understanding is very, very, very important. And you might discover there might be cards, illustrators that you love. Some of the books you might not find very useful, or the way people read and interpret things, or you might find that you just want to look at the original Rider's Waite and learn those traditional readings as well. I think that is very, very, very cool. Anyway, I was going to do more readings this year. I did say that, but I just wanted to put this out there because it's been something that I have had on my mind for a while to get back into reading. But I just wanted to make this video to say, yes, I'm still here, I'm still alive, and that's a little bit about oracle cards.